MLB Network coming your way from Tropicana Field here in St. Petersburg, Florida. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays are looking to make history here today. Can they break the all-time winning streak record? We'll see right after this. Charlie Morton, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
We're looking at one of the top pitchers in the league right now. Solid win total from last year, and he'd like to win a whole bunch of games in this new season. He's a good pitcher, and he normally pitches good at the beginning of the season, and he rides that storm out all the way through the end. It'll be interesting to see what kind of start he gets off to this year.
The 3-1 now to Albert. Line drive to left. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
I know we're just one batter into this game, but this pitcher's going to have to be aggressive in the strike zone. He cannot consistently fall behind and give these guys 1-0, 2-0, 3-1, or he's going to have a long day.
Stepping in now, Jonathan Lucroy. On its tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3, and they turn the double play. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
You know, Matt, I'm hoping to see Jonathan Lucroy get it going. Last month, he turned in less than 20 hits. He's just been real inconsistent. That's not terrible, but it's not good either. And he's the guy that they need to be productive. I'm looking for a bounce back here.
So striding in, number 48. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
And we're just underway from Tropicana Field. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Angels go quietly there. Now it's the Rays' turn. No score. Felix Pena, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy had a year you'd love to forget last year. Look at that ERA, awfully ugly. We'll see if he can rebound and pitch much better. And if he doesn't, his spot in the rotation could be in jeopardy. It'll be awfully important that he gets off to a good start in this one.
Digging in, Tommy Pham. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Two and 1 to the Rays leadoff batter. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Hey, thanks, Matty V. Hey, D-Roll, we've got a couple of teams playing some good baseball right now. Unfortunately, a winning streak for one of these teams is going to end today, but boy, this is a great matchup here.
Yeah, I'm excited to call this one with you two guys. Definitely. The two teams playing top of their game right now, really playing well. Both come in on winning streaks. We're going to see who's able to execute in this one.
The 3-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The 3-2 pitch. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. And that'll get down for a base hit. So the leadoff hitter reaches with good speed. The two-hole hitter can handle the bat. We'll see if they have a play on here with nobody out.
Hey, you want to be the team on the attack, without question. In the bottom of the first, starting it off with a leadoff single gets everyone in your dugout going.
In now, Travis d'Arnaud. He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. Calhoun has a read on it. 1 out. And with that, a look at the Rays lineup card in this one. Dero, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing. Their best tool is the fact that they have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign. I think a lot of these guys have the green light. So be on the lookout for that today.
So here is Avisail Garcia. Pham, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
The 3-1 is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. But that'll be off the wall in right center.
Man, at bats like this make every hitting coach happy. This is what they all preach. Stay inside the ball, stay behind the ball. You can see he lets this one travel deep, then just inside out this thing off the right center field wall. That's some rare power there and a little bit scary to opposing pitchers.
Into the box, Kevin Kiermaier, and he fouls this one off. One and two. Here it comes. Bounce towards the second baseman. He's got to hurry. Only play's going to be at first, so that'll go as an RBI that brings home the opening marker of the ball game.
Really good team at bat right there, right? Just put the ball in play. He does just that, gets the ground ball, and brings home the first run of the game from third.
So striding forward now, Ji-Man Choi. And a great chance here for the Rays to add on in just the first inning. Ready with the 1-1. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. 8th home run on the season for him as the Rays have opened up a 3-0 lead.
Well, he was already off a bit, giving up a run in the first, and then they tag him for a 2-run job here, and he's officially struggling. When a start goes sideways this early, it's hard to get back on track sometimes. We'll see if he can.
Into the box now, Daniel Robertson. And that misses. 2-1.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
This one's down to third. Throw over to Pujols at first. He'll take care of him to end the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 3-0 Tampa. So digging in now, Mike Trout. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Okay, here's how the Rays set up on defense today. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring in the left-handed hitting outfielder Cole Calhoun. Bases are empty, one man out. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. Another try at 2-2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. One out, nobody on. He finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
I'll tell you, it's hard to get more of a confidence boost than striking out the best hitters in the lineup back to back to back. He's looking really sharp right now.
Now to the plate, Tommy La Stella, and he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. And it's 1-2. Two out, nobody on. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Now at the plate, Willie Adames. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. The 1-2. Is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Time for a look at the Angels on defense. And let's focus on Cole Calhoun. I feel one of the most underrated ball players in all the game. Gold Glove winner, makes some real highlight plays out there. Just got a nice feel for the game.
Standing in, Brandon Lowe. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Three and 1. On deck, the big bat of Mike Zunino. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
Stepping in now, Mike Zunino. 2-2. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Hey, you know, D-Row, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question.
You threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3, but they're on top by a count of 3-0.
Back now at Tropicana Field, home of the Rays, who have benefited from some solid pitching all season long. With the lowest team ERA in the league, it's clear they typically post solid outing after solid outing. And one of the members of their coaching staff told me a big part of that has come from their ability to limit the long ball, a category they also lead the league in. He said that forces the opposing lineups to really string together hits in order to score, because a bloop and a blast is just not something you're going to get off of us. Guys, this appears to be a really tough group of pitchers to barrel up.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Line towards center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit, so it's a good start for the Halos as their leadoff hitter reaches base.
Batting it, the shortstop, Mark Austin.
Ready now for LA, Mark Austin. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Fletcher on at first, nobody out. Fastball just inside. That misses. So a single and a walk, and it's first and second with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Settling in now, Justin Bohr, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The 1-2. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
And this is a case of a pitcher letting his frustrations get the best of him. He feels like he gets robbed on the previous pitch, and he just rears back and really let it go on the next pitch, but it got away from him in a big way.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and stepping in the former MVP, Albert Pujols. Lifted down the line in left, and no one will track it down. Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out. Lays off, 2-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Line toward the gap in left center, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. 1 run is scored. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. It's now a 3-2 contest.
You know, D-Row, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or eighth in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2 RBI base hit.
Standing in now, Jonathan Lucroy. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage control, so if he can strand these guys out there, that would be pretty huge.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Swing and a miss, and that's a much-needed first out there.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Into the box, number 48, down the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Still only 1 out in the inning. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Trouble waiting next as you see Mike Trout in the on-deck circle. Fouled off. The 3-2 one more time, and it's fouled away. Another full count pitch home. Fouled away. And he fouls this one off. Another full count offering on its way, and he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Digging in to try it again, Mike Trout, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. The 1-2. Just hung in there on that one. And this is swung on and missed. A huge out there as the bases will stay loaded with 2 away now. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
The count now at 2-1. The set and the 2-1. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Well, he's really laboring in the early going here. That's his 3rd walk of the game already. We'll see if he can get it together or if this is just one of those days where he's going to have to grind his way through this start.
Here's Tommy La Stella now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. 3 runs already home here. And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
The payoff pitch. Fouled off. He set the payoff pitch, and that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
At the plate, David Fletcher, one of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with 2 away. And he popped him up. Robertson is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So 4 score in the inning, but it could have been much, much worse as they wind up leaving the bases loaded. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Angels 4 and the Rays 3. Back to the top of the order now, and up next it'll be the outfielder Tommy Pham. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch is a slider that backs up for a ball.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Called strike, and that'll run it full.
Full count, 3-2.
High in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
And good patience exercise as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the 3rd.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. his lead at first, nobody out. And there's ball 2 now.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. And it's fouled away. Another 2-2 offering. And another foul ball. And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit.
Garcia.
Coming to the plate now, Avisail Garcia, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in there. Base hit. Throw comes back into the infield as that tying run will hold up at third with still nobody out.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Into the box now, Kevin Kiermaier. Swing and a liner. Well, this is pulled in by the shortstop.
Now batting, first baseman, G-Man George.
So the bases are loaded here with 1 man gone, and that brings up the corner infielder G-Man Choi.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
2 balls and a strike to the Rays' first baseman. Now the 2-1. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. 1 run scored. Long throw to the plate. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Hey, talking about having a quality game, D-Row, with that base hit right there, that go-ahead RBI, that's his 4th run batted into the game.
I'm going to tell you what he's thinking right now, Dan. Bullpen, don't blow this for me because I'm getting my name in the paper and I'm getting interviewed big time after this one.
In now, Daniel Robertson. Full count now, 3-2.
With 1 out and runners on the corners, some managers like to hit and run here. It's a little risky, but it can help you stay out of the double play if it's well executed.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Left fielder giving chase. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And they'll go ahead and tack another to their lead as it's now a 6-4 ball game.
One of the things you want to do as an offense, right, is stay fundamental and keep pushing. A great job there. Sac fly pushes the third run across in this inning.
So 2 are gone here in the Tampa Bay third inning. And up next will be Willy Adames. Two and two. And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. Here now the 2-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Ready with another 2-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Trout has a read on it, and that retires the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. We're back at Tropicana Field, and let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He cited the 4 walks they've earned already as evidence that his guys are waiting for the right pitch and that they're willing to let the opposition work themselves into trouble. So far, that's paying off.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Now in the box, Mark Austin. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. To 2-2 now. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Standing in now, Justin Bohr. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. 4 runs, only 3 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Now another 2-2. Another one sent foul. Hard hit towards center. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Up next for the Angels, the first baseman, Albert Pujols.
Into the box, Albert Pujols. Fastball in there, 3-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now Pujols smacks one to left. Lots of carry on this one. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo shot here to left, and this will make things interesting at this point. It's now a 6-5 game.
Well, how do you beat the shift? You hit it over the shift, of course. You can't play guys up in the sky, so he lifts this one up and out of here.
Into the box now, Jonathan Lucroy. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Low is calling for it, and that ends the inning. One for the Angels on the home run by Pujols. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's the Rays 6 and the Halos 5. Just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said it's been a really complete effort from his hitters today that's resulted in them averaging 2 runs per inning right now. The table setters are doing their job, and the guys behind them have risen to the challenge of getting them home. There are a lot of happy hitters and coaches down here, guys.
Now
all right, Heidi, thank you. Noah Ramirez, a right-handed reliever, standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen. Up next for the Rays, Brandon Lowe. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
You know, Matty, tough to go down looking right there, especially in a long at bat. I kind of tip my hat to the fact that he didn't go into uber swing mode. He battled. He just got locked up. Look for him to have another quality AB. I think he's seeing the ball pretty darn big right now.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Zunino.
Digging in now, Mike Zunino. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Liner in there for a base hit.
Check that out right there. I love me some of that. Staying inside the baseball, moving it the other way. Sometimes a pitcher can execute his pitch. It doesn't mean the batter can't grab a knock.
In now, Tommy Pham. And there's a missile off the bat, but it's foul. Ready to deliver the 1-2. In the dirt here. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
Zunino leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Outside in a full count, 3-2. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Listella fields it cleanly. There's one. Throw on to Pujols. They get them both, and they end the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We return to Tropicana Field after this. Ryan Stanek, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 55, Ryan Stanek.
Digging in once again, number 48. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Count remains 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So his day is fully over as you get a look at the pitching line for the Rays starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a good pitching performance is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
So one away here with the bases empty, and standing in the ever dangerous Mike Trout. The 2-1 doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
And obviously this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he can take you out of the yard.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Full count still. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Ground ball foul down the left side. Another full count pitch home. No offer there from Trout as that misses, and he'll take the walk.
Well, you never want to issue a free pass if you can help it, but when a hitter like that digs in, you'd rather he's standing at first than driving a ball out of here and erasing your 1-run lead.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Throw over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. And there he goes towards second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
The 1-2. Swing and a liner, but foul. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. Offense apparently not hard to come by tonight as you get a look at our line score through the first half of the ball game. And boy, the runs have been coming fast and furious so far. So stepping in, Tommy LaStella. They'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Angels down to their last strike. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
The set and the 2-2 struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors, but with every win it gets further and further away. We could say this now, this is one of the greatest teams in the history of baseball.
And tonight's one-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. The Rays led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Charlie Morton earned his 9th win of the year. Felix Pena permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. Ryan Stanek retires the side to hammer down the save, his first of the year. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank